ACF chieftain faults Tinubu's choice of Shettima as running mate. Former Secretary General of the Arewa Consultative Forum ACF, Mr. Anthony Sani, has chided the ruling APC presidential candidate Bola Tinubu for picking former Borno State Governor Kashim Shettima as his running mate in the 2023 general election. Sani premised his position on what he called the religious sensitivity of Nigerians at a time many are calling for inclusiveness in the task of nation building. According to him, the challenges posed by Muslim ticket is not so much about winning the elections, but about the aftermath of governance in an era some notable Nigerians have alleged Islamization agenda against APC government, however, misguided. This is because a Muslim ticket will provide such persons with more ammunition against the APC government, more so that will run against the promise by the APC candidate that he will unite the country by making Nigeria feel great again with promise of glory days ahead. Sani further noted that a Muslim Christian ticket is what Tinubu should have settled for in the interest of those who fear religious domination in one form or the other. That is true, and I think when you also have to be, again, this is just a statement of I don't care what you think, I don't need you to win. It's a very brave and very cocky move, because you're meant to be sensitive of how your party looks and the impressions, or you can even say the allegations against your party and your present government. Because again, this Islamization agenda is a very, you can't just go around saying that is their agenda. It's a very, very big accusation. And it's like, for the fact that they're not doing everything they can to run away and disassociate from that label says a lot. Because if they really were, and were trying to ease to the people, and we're trying to, lessen and try to minimize the impact of such bad reputation. It's like you're meant to ease, to the people's wants and ease to their worries, and show them that, that's not what we stand for. Because that Islamization agenda thing is a very big allegation. We don't have. At the end of the day, they are moves that the government make them look shady. However, there is no concrete evidence to suggest such. So we cannot start say things like this. But for the fact that these allegations have been flying around and have been building in strength and have become so rampant, and for the fact that effort is not being put in to disassociate from such allegations, really does say a lot. It says a lot. It says a lot in the fact that it leans towards the allegations and the possibility of those allegations being true, and also further proves that there is really disrespect for Southerners, that you don't really care what they think of you. You don't need them to win. That's the interpretation you can put behind that. In his words, the ACF chairman says, "I had hoped a Muslim Christian ticket would be more expedient, considering that such a ticket will not scare the Muslim North due to the electoral value of Christians who control only 3 states of the 19 northern states, and at the same time appease the South, which is predominantly Christians. If the APC prevails in the elections of the Muslim ticket, I hope the regime will be mindful of the challenges and go as far as efforts can go to dispel the misconceptions through good governance in order to render such politics of identity superfluous." Well, this identity politics that has taken so many years to build, I don't think we just, fall flat all of a sudden. At the end of the day, sometimes just trying to move forward in our conversations of identity politics and ethno-religious sentiments, we should not forget. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just big English. The people that actually matter in terms of the numbers and getting those votes, they're not going to watch videos. They're not going to engage in such active discussions that would challenge their views and their biases. It's not going to happen. We can't just, as much as we want to be progressive in our conversations, we cannot just deny and just pretend that what identity politics does not exist. We should be voting based on competence, and that is the truth, and we need to raise awareness of that. But we also have to be realistic that if we have built a pattern over the years, a thinking pattern and a behavioral pattern to think and move with sentiment rather than logic and competence, it's going to take a whole while to also unlearn that. I think it's a bit unrealistic to expect that unlearning to happen in months. I mean, we have 9 months till the elections. Again, we can still be hopeful. That is a very, very long time. And for the fact that Peter Obi is just gaining so much support in such an early stage. I mean, you might as well have even thought the campaign had already started from previous interviews and the way things are going. So yeah, let's look at what people have to say first. You should stop your mouth, okay? Tinubu's wife is a redeemed pastor. Oh my word. Are you serious? Then if he still chooses a Christian as vice, Tinubu is not surrounded by Christians. Tinubu's wife is a redeemed pastor. Wait, is Tinubu Christian or Muslim? I'm confused. Stop the nonsense. Tinubu is a Christian. Does he regard himself as such? I don't think with the way identity politics is big in this country, I think everyone will know who is who. I don't think that's a play that would work with everyone. Tinubu has just lost the presidential seat thanks to your choice of picking a fellow Muslim to Islamize the already tortured and traumatized country. Thank God, because he didn't pick El-Rufai. El-Rufai is evil and wicked. Wow. Christians are suffering under Buhari and the Osinbajo ticket. I wonder what will happen to Christians in the Muslim ticket of Tinubu and Shettima. Well, that is if they win, to be honest. We're not going to say, they're not going to win. You don't do that. But that is if they win, and we can start talking about that. But we have 9 months to see how this goes and also predict what will happen or the reality of what could happen. So yeah, again, I think in some people may just regard this move as a really good move by APC, because it's like, wow, you really just gave up your presidential or the likelihood of you being president by literally neglecting the South. So whoever favor it works on, it is what it is. Let's see what happens. Another comment here states, "Thank you, Jesus, for putting confusion in APC." Again, it's also like, people see this as a confusing move. Well, we will see. Again, whatever their plan is, I don't want to underestimate their reason behind it, because they are strategists. They have been in this game for long. So whatever their reason is, they've been in politics. Their reason probably is a very strong one, and we cannot underestimate it. Even though it seems as if the result would be bad for them because it's a Muslim ticket, for them to defy what the expected decision is, they must have a pretty solid reason for that. Put what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe.